Hello everybody. Sunday night, 8 o'clock, Diana the Happy Lawyer time. Sunday night, 8 o'clock, Diana the Happy Lawyer time. And now here's Diana. Hello. Sunday night, 8 o'clock. I'm coming to you right in front of my Christmas tree. It's so big, you can't see anything else behind me but the tree. It's really great. I'm so happy about it. I had a funny story this week. I had 2 Christmas trees. One wasn't big enough for me, and because I am a fan of abundance, I went for a bigger Christmas tree because I wasn't, the other tree was beautiful, but, I needed a bigger tree. And it was great. It was appreciated by all. I had my Christmas party. We decorated the tree in the fashion that we usually do, which is throwing Christmas balls at the top of the tree because it's the only way to get it up there. And we really had a great time doing that. So you'll have to come to the party to witness that. Or actually, you can go on my private page, Diana G and Turco, and you can see some video of us doing the tree this year, which was a lot of fun. So last week I talked about, again, I don't remember what I talked about last week, but if you want to go back and check it out, it'll come to me. I'm not in my usual spot, so I don't have all of my notes with me from last week. But, hey, that's okay. It's been a crazy time of year because we're all rushing around for the holiday. And tonight's topic is 5 ways to avoid stress for the holidays. You see a lot of people out there, and they're just so stressed out about the holidays. And that's me, too. I mean, if you would have seen me yesterday or 2 days ago or today or 5 minutes ago, you'd be like, how do you operate like that? Running around like a nut and trying to get so much stuff done at once. I don't know. It's just how I've been doing it my whole life. But it's not great. But it always turns out okay. I guess sometimes when you're used to being on, that high speed, then it just becomes second nature to just, do everything at the 11th hour. But it's okay. Things turn out okay. So here are my 5 tips to avoid stress for the holidays. First of all, don't overbook yourself. This is something I do all the time. I'll have like Christmas parties during the week, lawyer parties, friend parties, things that I have to do with just relatives, going out to dinner or anything like that. And it's hard at this time of the year to not overbook yourself because nobody wants to say no. Nobody wants to say, no, I can't do that. How many times say, oh, we have a party on Thursday night, come to the party, especially business. Business parties are important because, if they're your clients, you want to be able to go to their party and they want to see you there. But sometimes you just have to say, oh, you know what, I have another engagement, I can't go. Even if you don't have another engagement, if you just don't want to go to the party because you're exhausted, it's worse to say you'll go to the party and then not show up than to just say, you know what, I'm not going to be able to make it because I have something else to do. So that's one thing that you have to do. Learn how to say no, or else you're going to end up with too much stuff to do and not enough time to do it. The other suggestion I have is to combine things. If you have different groups of friends or if you have family and friends that you want to see at the holidays, try and combine them together. Have a group luncheon or all go, someplace together for a holiday celebration so that you can kind of, get 2 things done at once. And then this way you'll be double booking, but you'll be double booking with different groups of people, and everybody can have fun, and then other people can meet people, and it could be just joyful and triumphant at the same time. The next tip for avoiding holiday stress is to shop less. The biggest thing that I see people freaking out about is shopping. Going to the store, way down lines, in the mall, parking, all of that stuff. And it's because we all want to be giving gifts at this time of year, and we all know that sometimes we will go and take the time to pick out a gift and look for something special, and then you give it to that person, and then they kind of go, oh, thanks so much, and then they throw it onto a pile of other gifts, miscellaneous stuff, and you're like, wow, I spent so much time shopping for that gift, and she just threw it on a pile. And you kind of feel hurt because it's like, well, what am I going to do? You know, I hopefully tomorrow she'll look at it and say, wow, this is the greatest gift I ever got. But that may not happen. So, you know, think about buying fewer gifts. Think about, you know, not going out shopping and maybe shopping online instead. I mean, Amazon, eBay, all of that stuff is so convenient. And you can shop right from your, you can see 1,000 different things in a half an hour right from your desk. Well, maybe not 1,000 in a half an hour, maybe an hour for 1,000, but certainly more than you would need to review, and not than you would ever be able to see by going to the mall. So consider that. And then, you know, click, click, and the stuff is at your door the next day or 2 days later, or you can even send stuff direct to somebody. If you have, you know, Aunt Maisie in Georgia and you want to send her an apple pie, or you could, they have places that send food. Omaha Steaks delivers steaks. So this is stuff that people might, you know, really appreciate, and it's very little effort for you, so you don't have to like do all that crazy stuff and go shopping. The other thing is do homemade gifts. You know, do a little drawing, do a little sketch. I like to make Christmas wreaths. It really has like a nice homey touch. It keeps you out of the malls. It avoids a lot of stress. And creativity is when your brain is most at its efficient, is when you're being creative. So that's always a nice thing to do. Or, you know, write a little thing to somebody that says, you know, let's have lunch together after the new year, you know, and offer your time to them. That's really the most important, valuable thing that you can give to anybody. It's worth more than any sweater. It's worth more than any apple pie. Time you spend with somebody is really the gift, because that's something that you can never get back. So, you know, do a little handwritten note that says, let's have lunch on January 10th. Be specific about it. Don't be open-ended like, oh, I'll see you next year. Do something that's, you know, that's solid. Say, you know, or come over my house. You're invited to my house for a dinner on, you know, whatever night, and we could spend time together. Or let's get together and play cards or play Monopoly or whatever. Something that inspires people to just share time, because that's really the best thing you can do, and you can't buy that at the mall. The next thing I want to give you a tip about avoiding holiday stress is to let stuff go. This time of the year, everybody's stressed out because they're trying to get too much stuff done. That means not only you, but other people that you're dealing with, other friends, other family members. Everybody's trying to get stuff done. So if you make plans with somebody to do something, and then at the last minute they're like, oh, I can't go because I got something else to do. And you're like, really? I put away time. I'm supposed to be doing something else. You can just blow me off and say I can't go. You know what? You're just going to have to let that stuff go, because it's just something that if it could happen to anybody. Too much to do at this time of the season, just blow that stuff off. Let that stuff go. And let stuff go, like, you know, if you don't have, if your house isn't clean, okay? This is a crazy thing about the holidays. You're moving packages around. I got boxes all over my house right now from the Christmas decorations. There's boxes in the attic. There's boxes in the basement. There's boxes in my bedroom. There's boxes in my office. I'm walking over boxes. I'm knocking stuff out of the way just to get to my computer, because that's the kind of time of year it is. So you're going to just have to let that go. So what? So what? There's boxes around. So what? There's wrappers. So what? There's the kitchen isn't clean because you cooked all night and the stove's a mess. Just let it go. And in the end, hire a maid. Hire a maid to come in and clean your house for you. This is going to be something that you're going to love into the new year. It might be the best present you could ever give yourself, is to hire somebody to clean your house, even if it's once a month. It's worth it to just have baseline cleaning that somebody else can do, and it'll be, you know, something really benefit you and free up time for you. The next tip I have, tip number 4, is to enjoy the holiday season. A lot of people are so stressed out that they miss the fact that it's Christmas time or Hanukkah time. I think tonight's the first night of Hanukkah. You have to realize that this is, you know, a season we're supposed to all be happy and you know, love is in the air and all of that stuff. And look at this beautiful Christmas tree behind me. And yeah, was it, you know, did it take a little effort and stress to get it in here and decorate it? Yeah, but you know what? It's so beautiful. And it's the thing that, you know, you want to you want to enjoy it. You want to go out there and you want to laugh more at things. You want to be happy about the holiday. Go to a light show. There's something going on at Jones Beach right now where you can drive through and look at all the Christmas lights. Go enjoy that. Go to the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. And I guarantee you there's going to be a mob scene and there's going to be lots of cars and lots of traffic. Even if you take mass transit, it's going to be crazy to get there. But you know what? Go with a light heart and go and enjoy it. Look at that beautiful tree. I mean, look at all those beautiful decorations. Enjoy it. Because it's really short-lived. People are like, oh my God, Christmas is almost here. It's only Thanksgiving and people are already celebrating Christmas. I mean, that's not the right attitude for the happiest season of the year. So just try and enjoy it because it's going to be gone. January, we're going to be here. If you're in New York, it's going to be snow. It's going to be Monday. Every week there's going to be a Monday morning, and you're going to be just dragging yourself around. So while you can have Christmas time or Hanukkah time, you have to enjoy that. Okay, the final tip I have for avoiding stress is to take care of yourself. This is something that we should do all year round. And, the funny thing is, I like to pull out the little phrases and the quotes for whatever the lesson is. And I was looking at all the quotes for avoiding holiday stress. And guess what? Avoiding holiday stress is actually pretty much the same as avoiding stress any time of the year. So there weren't any specific quotes for holiday stress, but I did get a couple. This one says, it's almost time to switch from my everyday anxiety to my fancy Christmas anxiety. So that's something that, is what people do when they get to this time of the year. They just go on Christmas anxiety. And then, of course, this was the stress relief. And it's basically all the stuff that, I'm talking about. Take a walk, meditate, skip the party, ignore the dust bunnies, cut back on gift giving, shop online, what I like to do, drink decaf. Now, that's not something I would ever do. But if you think it would avoid stress for you to drink decaf, then go ahead and do that. Avoid excess alcohol. We all have our own positions on alcohol, excess or not. But I don't know how excess alcohol could make you more stressed out. I think it would do the opposite and keep up healthy habits. So, those are things that really you're going to do all year round. And the taking care of yourself is also something that you got to do all year round. And one of the most important things about taking care of yourself is to get enough sleep. This time of the year, it's really hard to get a lot of stuff done. And even when you go to sleep, your brain is like zzz, crazy. So yeah, it might take you 15 minutes or, an hour to fall asleep because you're thinking about all the stuff that you need to do. But it's still, so go to bed an hour earlier. If that's the situation, turn off the TV, say no to something that you were going to do, and go to bed earlier so that if you are going to play out a bunch of stuff in your head, that it gives you time to finally fall asleep. And give yourself enough time to sleep. Don't go to sleep at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and expect to wake up at 6 a.m. and be refreshed and ready to go for the day. So get enough sleep now at the holiday season and all year round. It's very, very important. The other thing is be good to yourself. Pamper yourself. And, by that I mean, do something nice. Get your nails done if you're a lady and you like that stuff. If you're... you take a nice hot bath. Use some bath salts. Get some, what are those? I like the lavender. I put lavender in the bathtub and just soak, even if it's for 15 or 20 minutes. It's something that you could do. And also get a massage. There are lots of places around now, even just the local hair and nail places where you can go in and get a little back massage on your neck. I found a spot the other day here that I don't even want to tell anybody about it because it was so good. I don't want it to be busy next time I go. But get a massage because that is something that, is really going to take away a lot of stress for the holiday season and for any other season that you have, throughout the year. And it might start you on something new. You might start doing massages and you might say, hey, you know what? That felt good. And even though I thought I needed it because I'm stressed out for the holiday, maybe I'm going to start getting massages once a month or once every 2 weeks or something like that. And maybe you'll start saying, that bath that I took for holiday stress and put a little lavender in was kind of nice. So maybe I'm going to do that more often for myself. And maybe that sleep that Diana was talking about might be a good idea to do all year round. So be good to yourself. That's the most important thing. Now, what I did today was, after having a great party last night, I got snuggled on my couch with, this amazing sloth blanket. Okay, you got to see it. They're hanging upside down. Sloths hang upside down most of their lives. I wasn't hanging upside down today, but I was pretty much horizontal. My head was up. But this blanket is like the softest thing. And I just laid on the couch with this super soft blanket, and it just felt so good. So that's an easy thing. There's soft blankets for sale all over. And after the holiday season, they're going to be half price. So get out there and get yourself a nice soft blanket and just snuggle up on the couch. Watch your favorite movie. I watched football all day. I watched about 50 games of football because I was watching the Red Zone. It seemed like 50 games. It was probably only about, how many games, James? 24? However many games are on. As my brother is sending me mental messages about him because he's in Florida. He's not sitting right behind me. So I did watch the Red Zone today, which was a little stressful, but I dealt with it. It was one of those things, like, let it go. So what, I had company. He wanted to watch the Red Zone. I've seen it before, and it's a little crazy. I like to watch one game at a time. And we did both. We watched the Red Zone and we watched a game at a time. And then we ordered food in, which was nice because I was like, oh, I have so much food, we can cook. And you know what? That would have been more stressful. So ordering food in, another good thing that you can do for yourself to avoid stress at this time of the year. So those are my 5 tips for avoiding holiday stress. Next week will be the very pre-season, pre-Christmas holiday show. I don't know where it's going to be from. I don't know if I'm going to be here or traveling, but I'm pretty sure that from now till next week I will learn some very interesting things about, what to do before the end of the year, and we'll figure out what the topic is as the week goes on. So thank you all so much for watching. I love you all, and love is all you need. Bye. Have a great week, everybody. See you next week. Bye.